I could never do that. And it feels good to get something back that you thought you lost or you couldn't do before. We're moving up the spinal column and looking at the thoracic spine. I'm going to show you ways to mobilize it and why it's important when looking at lower back pain. Let's go. Moving up the spinal column, directly above the lumbar region is our thoracic spine. 12 vertebrae in our mid to upper back. Now, unlike the lumbar spine, it's designed for a little bit more range of motion. So the thoracic spine can flex and extend, it can laterally flex side to side, and it can rotate. Okay? And similar to the pelvis and the hips, there's a lot of structures intertwined that affect the movement. So there was a study that showed in lower back pain patients, pain, balance, and stabilization improved with thoracic spine mobilizations. Okay, so the thoracic spine, I challenge you now to do a little bit of a posture check and ask yourself, what sort of position is your thoracic spine mostly in? Okay, so if we look at modern society and the deficiencies that our body gets opposed to, from sitting, from day-to-day life, we usually acquire a more rounded shoulder, C-curve of the thoracic spine. And that's nobody's fault, but we can definitely do something about that. A little bit of joint mobilization, exposure to opposing forces will help kind of extend our spine and acquire access to maybe some range of motion that we've forgotten about. You know the old saying, if we don't use it, we lose it. So that's the goal here. We're going to try and take a look at some safe mobilizations for the thoracic spine that will improve our movement, our quality of movement, and fix our lower back pain. Okay, so the best way to do this is fix movement patterns first, FMPF. It's a series of exercises that are joint mobilizations that restore a natural posture and awareness of what positions we are spending most time in. That way we can avoid the ones that are causing pain. Okay, so when we look at the upper back, the thoracic spine, we have to incorporate our shoulders, our scapula, and the thoracic spine. They do all move together, which is okay, but we want to try to isolate each joint and use it to its full availability that we currently have and try to acquire more. So we're going to start with the shoulder cars, controlled articulated rotations. If you're wondering what that means, it's basically, in layman's terms, just a large joint circle. We're mobilizing a joint through its articulation, an operative word being control. The more control we have, the more stability we have in the joint. Okay, so controlled being we don't want to run through it, we want to go nice and slow and show stability in that movement. Okay, so for the shoulder cars, hand on our hip, arm completely straight. One arm's going to be working, and we're going to make a giant circle through the shoulder joint actions. Okay, so we're going to max out shoulder flexion as much as we can. Rotate the shoulder, reach back behind us, and I'm trying to avoid any rotating to get that movement. Okay, reversing the movement, rotate back, all the way up, back down. Show you from the side here. Up it goes. I'm gonna max out shoulder flexion, rotate, big circle, reaching back, and then reversing the movement. Nice and controlled. For the sake of this video and being credible, I have to go both sides. Balance is the key here. So the left one goes up, big circle, reaching back, and I'm trying to avoid bending the arm while also avoiding any rotating to getting the movement. So a big circle, reaching as much as I can, rotating, back, reverse, Okay. The reason why I love these exercises is they have a massive cost benefit. So you're literally, there's no exercises that I know that are better than these, that give you body awareness and that can just make you feel better by just standing there. You don't need any equipment. There's very little exercises you can do standing and just with your body weight that you feel a little bit better immediately. Fixing movement patterns first, FMPF is a series of exercises that you can do, and if you did it every day, you would just feel wonderful. Your life quality would improve exponentially. I guarantee it. So Spinal Freedom, quick plug, 28-day course. These are definitely a part of them. I swear by them, and so do so many of my clients. We'll move on to the scapula, the shoulder blades, okay? So these guys here, these are such an important structure and joint. Not only are they important for lower back pain, but they affect your diaphragm and your breathing and your rib cage. So understanding what they do and how to kind of move them, and just basically where they are, because most people don't have any much of an understanding of what their scapula does. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to show you from the side. I want you to have your arms straight in front of your shoulders, locking out the elbows, okay? And I want you to just keep the arms at one level. Don't move them up and down. Keep them in front of your shoulders. You can have your hands straight. I like making a ball with my fist, okay? And we're going to go through scapular joint range of motion, okay? So we're going to protract forward with the scapula. Up, back, keeping the elbows straight. Down go the scapula, forward. Now I'm going to go back. Squeezing shoulder blades together, elevating them, protracting them forward, alleviating them. Okay, show you straight on. Okay, ball or hands straight, elbows straight, and protract forward, up, not to shrug, back, keeping elbows straight, deep press down, protract forward. Okay, and reverse, retract, alleviate, protract, depress. Okay, scapular cars. These are a wonderful exercise. Once you do these two, I guarantee it, if it's the first time you do them, you will feel something in your lower back. Now, lower back pain is non-specific. We don't always have the same symptoms. We don't always have the same injury in our lower back. But if you do these exercises for the upper body, you will feel something in your lower back. Most of the time, I lean towards it feeling great because scapular retraction and opening up the shoulders helps stabilize the lumbar spine. You know, if we're in this position, well, the lumbar spine is going to also go into a little bit of a kyphotic curve, which is not a friendly position to spend so much time in. Okay, so if we open those up, you're going to stabilize the lumbar spine. You're going to be a bit taller. Your posture is going to be better. And it's really good for you. Okay, so if you do feel something in your lumbar spine, dig in there. Keep going with it. You will improve. Lastly is our thoracic cars. Okay, so we're going to have our hands on our chest, tummy, sternum, anywhere around your midsection. Okay, and you're going to start with your shoulders relaxed and your arm looking up. Your head looking up, I should say. Okay, you're going to tuck your chin down into your neck, round your shoulders, segment your spine, and then you're going to tilt to your side. Keeping glutes on, I want you to rotate slowly around. Left shoulder goes down, right shoulder goes up, back to the middle, and unroll. Reverse the movement. Chin down, shoulders down. Segment the thoracic spine. Tilt right shoulder to the sky. Big half circle. And if you're wondering why I close my eyes, I like feeling the mobilization. I like feeling things. You don't have to close your eyes, but closing my eyes helps kind of me visualize myself in my body, if that makes sense. You can try it out. Let me know how that goes. I'll show you one from the side quickly. Okay? Looking up, chin to chest, rounding shoulders. Left shoulder to the sky, glutes stay on. Big half circle, right shoulder to the sky, back to the center, unroll. Reverse the movement, right shoulder to the sky, big half circle. Ooh, felt a little crack there in my back, which is nice. Unroll. Okay, thoracic cars, along with scapular cars, shoulder cars, are going to help secure your upper thoracic spine, your mid to upper back, which helps stabilize the lumbar spine. Okay, so if we look at the way we are living our lives in the modern world, it's not friendly to our bodies. Sitting, driving, many of our professions are not great to our body. So that's okay. We don't have to change anything that we do in our day-to-day lives. We just have to add and expose ourselves to some more mobilizations and some more exposing forces that are going to be friendly and kind of acquire range of motion so that we aren't constantly in poor positions and hurting ourselves. So these three fixed movement patterns first are a great way to stabilize the upper back, which will help secure and stabilize and balance and get rid of pain for our lumbar spine. These are part of my course, Spinal Freedom. I'll link everything in the page below. Next week, I'm going to move on to hip hinging, which is a whole nother topic that we need another video about. But I hope this helps. If you're able to, please like, share, subscribe to this page. If you have anyone who is going through back pain, please, I'd appreciate it if you could, to send them my landing page, which is linked in this description below. And thank you as always for watching. I appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one.